Algebra 1, Module 4, Lesson 10. This is the next to last lesson, or just the last lesson in this module? Maybe it's the last lesson, I can't remember. Anyway, we have tests on Friday. Mid-module test. This is interpreting quadratic functions from graphs and tables. A toy company is manufacturing a new toy and trying to decide on a price that maximizes profit. The graph below represents profit of P generated by each price of a toy X. Answer the question based on the graph of the quadratic function model. Now, this is very, very realistic. Whenever you go, oh, I don't know when am I ever going to use this is when. If you're in a company and you're trying to figure out profits, you always think, oh, the more that I make and the more that I sell, the more money I make. It's not necessarily true, okay? Because the more you make means the more workers you have to have, the more factory space, the more storage space. All that stuff costs money, right? So you try and figure out what is the best amount and the best price point to sell things out so it'll even each other out. We want to have the highest amount of profit, right? So you got to figure out what is going to get you the highest amount of profit. So if we're looking at this, if a company wants to make a maximum profit, what should the price of the new toy be? What would the price of the new toy be? Anybody? Look at the model, the graph. What? X is the price. It's $6, yeah. Right here, $6. That gives you the highest peak. So there you go. It should be at $6. If you sell it for less than that, you're not making as much as you can. If you sell it for more than that, maybe people are not buying it. Okay? So $6 is the perfect amount there, which is the minimum price of a toy that produces profit for the company. We will say $2 because that's where it crosses the x-axis, right? So at $2, you are breaking even, basically. Okay? You start making profit after you've charged $2. Okay? Explain your answer. Yeah, that's one of our x's, right? So x is equal to 2. That means y is equal to 0. Okay? Estimate the value of p of 0 and explain what the value means in the problem and how it may be possible. Yeah. $192.5 is that what you said? Okay. What does that mean? Why would you be in debt? Yeah, if you're not selling anything, it costs you to make those toys, right? So you're already $192.50 in debt. When Miss Anderson, we were making those dresses for people. She had to buy the fabric. We had to pay people to cut them out. We had to pay people to sew them. We had to ship them, all that type of stuff, right? So before we got paid for them, we were already in debt for the fabric, the workers, all that type of stuff. And then when they finally paid us, we got to cancel that debt out, right? So if the company wants to make profit of $137, for how much should the toy be sold? Michael's got those stupid shoes that he wants to buy for $135. So he's going to sell toys, but he wants to know how much to charge for the toys so that he could sell them and get his $135 pair of stupid shoes. What would he sell them for? Faith? Okay, $4.50, close to it. That's fine. We'll call it $5, whatever. They said $4.50, yeah. And what? Yeah, this is $135 or $137 right here. Well, it's also right here. So what did you say? 7.5? Yeah, that's what they said too. $7.50. So you could sell them A for $450 or B for $7.50. You're going to get the same amount of money. Okay? Thank you.
If you sell the toy for $1, like $10, why do you get less profit? People don't buy them.
People are not buying them. That's the point of no return, basically. I'm not paying $137 for a pair of stupid shoes. You're not getting a dime from me. Okay. Page 2. Find the domain that only results in profit for the company. So go back to your picture. What only does profit? That's the highest amount of profit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that would be from 2 to 6. So you're not making any money after 6? No. You're not losing money. You're not making as much money. When it's below the Y, or when it's below the X is when you're not making any money. So we could write that as 2 to 10, right? And find the corresponding range. What would the range be then? Nope. 0. I think they say 160. 0 to 160. Range is the Y. Domains are the X's. Okay? That satisfy whatever we're talking about here. Making profit, right? Okay. Now, choose the interval where the profit is increasing the fastest. Is it 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 5.5 to 6.5, 6 to 7? Explain your reasoning. 4 to 5. 2 to 3, 4 to 5, 5.5 to 6.5, 6 to 7. Why? Yeah. 2 to 3. And because that's the steepest curve. All right. The company owner believes that selling the toy at a higher price result is in greater profit. Explain to the owner how selling a toy at a higher price affects the profit. People, yeah. They say that a higher priced toy does not necessarily make for a greater profit. The highest profit is produced when the toy is at $6 and then decreases if it is sold at a higher price than $6. Since this is a quadratic function, the profit only decreases after it reaches the maximum. Do you understand that? It's a little bit weird, but yeah, your profit decreases only after you've reached your maximum point. You understand what that means? Okay. Because think about it, you don't have anything from 0 until you get to 160 or whatever, right? So it's all profit up to that point. And then once it starts coming down, you start losing the profit. Okay. All right. Any